is the computer so close to me? That's not comfortable, sir. Waiting for people to come in is like waiting for your Uber to show up. It says your Uber's pulling up right now, but it turns out they're 500 million blocks away because the address was typed in wrong and they have no idea where you are, but they still charge you extra because you're still charging your Uber. I don't know what I just said now. Hey, Neela, how are you? Yeah, I did. Well, technically, my mom did. This isn't the final result. It's gonna get blonder. Just you wait. I'm aiming for white, but my hair is like naturally brown, so we're gonna have to do another dye work. We're gonna have to dye it again. But right now it just looked golden. This is pretty much what my mom's original hair color looked like when she was younger, before she started doing stuff to it because she felt that her appearance was deteriorating. Found a picture of my baby sister. Hey, David Yoshida-kun. Should I even say kun, since you identify as not as agender, because then it wouldn't be kun. But I've seen girls be called kun or something like that. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna look for something, but I don't remember what. Oh, I remember now. Looking for an old picture of my mom so I can show you guys the comparison between how her hair used to look and how my hair looks now. Okay, where is it? Yeah, there you go. That was my mom years ago. So you can definitely see some resemblance. Okay. Oh, and that was me years ago. You can definitely see that my hair was freaking long. Son? I don't know. I like kun better, but if that's what you want, then that's what I'll do. I made a picture of this cute boy eating pizza. So cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Thank you, Mr. Candyman. I don't know if I should put this on. There you go. Come here, drawing case. Ow, my ankle. Wonder what I should work on. Should I work on a drawing or should I work on my Two Sides comic more? Yawning noises. Ow! I twisted my ankle really bad today. So now it feels sore and tender at the same time. Can't believe that was only a year ago. That's so crazy, man. Scrolling through YouTube. Scrolling through YouTube. Not for any reason in particular. I'm just waiting for people to vote. So what do you think of my hair? It looks cool, right? I know. It looks terrible. It looks terrible to put the wind. Really? How inconsiderate of that someone. Oh, really? Thanks. I mean, don't be jealous, but like, thanks. Okay. That's fine. Oh, really? I like my hair no matter what, but honestly, I prefer to have short hair. which is why I was hoping to get a haircut before my hair was dyed this color. But like I said, we're going to do another dye job so it starts to get more platinum blonde because I wanted to have white hair. Also, I made some drawings of my gender neutral baby, Jamie. I should post these. I forgot that I had these. I should post them. Little cute, creepy laugh there. Thank you. That's what real people look like. None of these fake fucking Instagram models. I'm just kidding. Not all social media models are fake. Okay. I just need to get out the colors that I need. Colors, colors, I need colors. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. My 4th of July was pretty good. I mean, the fireworks murdered my autistic eardrums, but that's to be expected. Where is Sky Blue? That's cerulean. I don't need cerulean. I need black. I need... Oh, wait a minute. Salmon. I found salmon. But is it the shade of pink that I need? Yes. Okay, found salmon. Turquoise. I need black. I need gray. I need sky blue. Hi, Games Master. Oh, wow, that's dangerous. Don't do that, kids. Especially this kid in particular, even though it's not a kid. Sometimes I forget how old some people are, and I just automatically assume everyone I meet on the internet is younger than me, even though there are most likely a lot of people who are either really close to me in age or are around the same age as me, and some people are actually older. Okay. Sky blue. Wait a minute. I'm going to use turquoise first because I left off on coloring Splendid's dad, and I need to color in his arm and hand, so... Hey, it's just like that baking soda brand, Arm & Hammer. You ever heard of that? Like maybe on cat litter commercials where they say, we use Arm & Hammer in our cat litter because it makes it smell less like shit. Hi. Nice sparkle marks, sparkle emojis. The display was on water, huh? Shooting off fireworks from the water. Why the hell not? Do-do-do. I'm on tonight. You know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. And you know I'm on tonight. My hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. The attraction, attention, baby, like this is perfection. Oh, you know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. Gracias, Ronaldo. That's about all the Spanish you can get out of me. I can say some things in Spanish. I'm just going to name off a lot of the Spanish things I know. Hola means hello. Adios means goodbye. I think hasta luego means see you later or see you soon, something like that. Um, chica means girl. Chico means boy. Um, Pollita means chicken. Cuchara means spoon. Luna means moon. Estrella means star. Gracias means thank you. Por favor means please. Donde está means where is or where is it. I don't know which one. Mi casa means my house. So just casa means house. I haven't listened to the song Hips Don't Lie in a long time. I remember there was a short period of time when I would listen to that song like twice at least every day or something. Shakira also has a couple other songs that I've listened to that I like. I haven't listened to a lot of her songs, but I have listened to a couple of them. I've listened to My Hips Don't Lie, Can't Remember to Forget You, Waka Waka. Can I sing in Spanish? I can try. Duérmanse animales, buenas noches, duérmanse animales, buenas noches, buenas noches. Donde se quiera me conoces, pero yo te aseguro que vas a ser mío. Me traigo un tocino así para darte todo mi amor exclusivamente mí. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing a lot of this right. I'm just singing what I hear. Gato means cat. Perrito means puppy. Why is my nose itchy? Leche is milk. Yo quiero estar contigo. Bon, 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 bon. Dale, Riga. Bon, 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 bon. Mergatota rica. Papar americano. That was a Pitbull song, by the way. It's called Bon Bon. Mm-hmm. It's a song, it's a lullaby song that I heard in Dora the Explorer. Oh, by the way, buenas noches means good night in Spanish, just like buenos dias means good morning in Spanish. I'm in the big city with my big familia. Every day here is my favorite dia. One big house in our family store, food and laughter y mucho amor. Tios, abuelos, all of my primos, a dog, a parrot, amigos. We're one big family now. Sundays and Mondays are all fun days when you're with the Casa Grandes. Noche prima, Casa Grandes, yes amiga. Casa Grandes, we're all familia. Relatable, David Yoshida. Very relatable indeed. Hmm. Or that very stressful, very annoying moment when it goes really fast, but it gets stuck at 99% for like the past 10 hours. Ooh, makes me want to throw hands. Also, I just recently finished binge watching the anime known as Seven Deadly Sins. It's a Netflix original, so if you guys ever want to watch it and if you have Netflix, then you can go ahead and do that. Um, uh, so now that I've finished watching that, I'm going to now start watching Food Wars. Oh, muchas gracias, mi amiga. Mi amigo. Is amiga what you say when it's a girl when it's a friend that's a girl? Just like let's see. Mijo, like son or something. Mija, daughter or something. What is cousin in Spanish? I keep forgetting. Why do you not like fireworks? I'm gonna look this up. Cousin in. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was just literally saying that. How could I forget? If it's a girl cousin, you say prima, and if it's a boy cousin, you say primo. Diego is Dora's primo, just like Dora is Diego's prima. Prima ballerina. I'm just kidding. Oh, finished it. Canticos. Put a little song in your life. Yes, Dora and Diego are cousins. Deep inside the jungle where culture's running wild, coming to the rescue is a very special child. Talking to the animals and swinging from a vine. This rough and tough adventurer's working all the time. Ooh, I used a Roman candle this 4th of July. I'm sorry about your aunt though. That must have sucked. I just don't like how when they shoot, it slips down your hands a little bit, and you're just like, I'm gonna push that up now so it doesn't fall on the ground or shoot anywhere else. That's cool. Despacito. This is how we do it down in Puerto Rico. I just want to hear you screaming, ay vendido. Quiero tanto, pero te lo sabes conmigo. This one girl at a Mexican restaurant. I was speaking Spanish to her in a Spanish accent. Sorry, I keep confusing Spanish and Mexican for some reason. I know they're not necessarily the same thing. She says that my Spanish accent is really impressive. Speaking of like Spanish Mexico things, have any of you guys ever seen the Disney Pixar movie Coco? I don't know a whole lot about Spanish Mexican culture or anything like that, but I really like the Spanish speaking and of course the cultural aspects of it, and of course the story and the animation. The people of Pixar really have great imaginations. Oh, you're just now noticing this, Neela? Yes, I did dye my hair. Technically, my mom did, but you know. It was last night. We were in the camper because we were over at her boyfriend's house for the 4th of July. And over at his house, he has like a really nasty across the street neighbor. Last year, like for years now, he's been effectively ruining the 4th of July celebrations that he's had over at his house that we've had over there too. He's extremely senile and extremely rude. He literally dragged his chair out there just so he could wait for an opportunity to mess up our day with his snarky little fucking comments. After we shot off a bunch of fireworks, he came across the street and said to Steven, "Hey, asshole, I've got a whole bunch more of these for you, a whole bunch more tomorrow." I don't know if he threw something or if he was just flipping the bird or something. Point is, it was extremely awkward. I'm just like thinking to myself, dude, if you don't like the holidays, then go somewhere else where there are no people, or go somewhere different or something. Do something freaking better with your life. Why are you literally going out of your way to ruin something fun for other people? Which TikTok video was that? I was scrolling through my following feed on TikTok today, mostly looking for the ones where I could watch AJ Brown play things like Cards Against Humanity or Cards Against Disney or New Phone Who Dis or Joking Hazard because it's really funny. But I did see two of your TikToks, the one where your mom was dancing and the one where you were trying jelly fruits for the first time. Those were the two that I saw. God, my hands are freezing. Why are my fingers freezing? My space heater is on. It should be getting warm in here by now. God, so bad with this. Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs on my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. You ever wonder where your tax dollars are going? It's just gonna be like that. Oh yeah, we should go out sometime, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I saw it. I posted a comment on it. Don't you remember? I said how you and your mom look alike. Because I've seen your face before. I've seen you before. And you and your mom look very similar. Stretching noises. No, it's not cold where we live right now. I'm pretty sure right now it's still hot and humid out, but in my room it's cold. My room is cold right now, which doesn't make any sense because I've got a space heater on over there and it's been on for like the past hour or so. So I don't understand why my fingers are cold right now. Geez, my body temperature is just like the state I live in. The weather is so fucking bipolar here. I don't like how people have constantly been making posts about like exposing Khalil and talking shit about him. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it, but like honestly, it's overplayed at this point. I'm a big girl. I can handle myself. And trust me, I don't trust him right now either. Just because I'm giving him one last chance, that doesn't mean that I trust him completely. I just want people to grow up and move on already. Focus on something good for once instead of continuously creating more drama just because you're upset and your parents don't give you enough fucking attention. I'm mostly talking about like Hale or something because you made a post like that and it's just like, ugh. 30 degrees, huh? I'm sorry, I don't know how we would do that. That would be a freaking insane black magic trick, switching room temperatures. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. I gotta stop singing. Do 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 do. I think we're all in unanimous agreement that Splendid is cute. Like, he is so adorable. I like watching any episode with Splendid because he's so cute. He's so cute. So nice. So nice. Let's just talk about this. Nope. None of that. Ugh. Gonna check some stuff real quick. Wow. Not like I didn't see that coming. No, not particularly. That's funny. That's so weird. Yes, Splendid is very cute. He's a very, very cute flying squirrel baby who doesn't know how to do his job right, which is why I'm fixing him, because that's what I like to do. I like to fix things because I can't fix anything else because I can't fix anything in my real life, so I have to fix something that's fictional that I can mold to my pleasing. I've never tried jelly fruits. Honestly, don't know what makes them jelly fruits or what makes them fruits in general. Like, seriously, what is the appeal of them? I mean, they look nice, they look delicious, but like, how are they jelly and how are they fruits? They look very liquidy to me. They look like they're just wrapped in plastic and put on a stick. This next question I'm going to ask does not apply to anyone who has YouTube Premium. Has anyone else been seeing a lot of advertisements around the internet for Arknights? Apparently, this anime mobile game you can download. Because of course it is. As I got this stupid song from the ad stuck in my head now. I'm pretty sure I pulled out a gray colored pencil, but where the H did it go? Now I gotta get out the rest. I haven't tried them. I haven't had the opportunity to, because I don't get to go places. Not very often, anyway. And without people. Navy blue. Yep, I need that. I need pine green. I need, like, the mango color. Where's the mango? Actually, that'll do. Light orange. Come on. Yeah, that too. Wait a minute. Is that Comic Sans? This character's writing is in Comic Sans. Coloring grass. My favorite pastime. It's not really. Coloring backgrounds fucking suck. You gotta spend so much time on it. I mean, it's worth it in the end, but in the moment, you don't want to deal with it. It's not even funny. Ugh. So I bet you guys missed me those 2 days I wasn't streaming. I mean, it was only 2 days, but honestly, it felt weird not streaming. But it was also easy to distract myself with other things like fireworks and kids and sweating my ass off. Not just my ass, but my entire body. I melted in the freaking sun, but I didn't get a sunburn. I don't get sunburns, except for that one time I actually did get a sunburn. I've only ever gotten one sunburn in my life, and that was when I went to freaking Nevada. My mom told me that's because Nevada is where the white girls go to melt. Oh, my mom has such an interesting sense of humor. Yes, thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you. Thank you, Kuma. You are Kuma, right? Because I just think I remember this being your username, even though I don't know what the kanji symbols translate to. Soka wa hanzai desu. I'll show you what I got so far. So, Widow. Thank you, Tina Jewel. I saw your message before you retracted it. I like my dyed hair too, so thank you. Sometimes I worry if I'm sounding humble or not, because I don't want to sound like a very egotistical person. Every human has an ego, but some people have bigger egos than other people. Sonic's ego is bigger than the Empire State Building. Yes, because the Vocaloid community is completely filled with baby eaters. Oh, sa, izuru suki nasai. 昔々ある心に悪学非道の国土上天に君臨するは教愛重要の女作家県南の彼方の品あの子よく試し使いありなわなわえねジョセフィーヌすべてが彼女のもの俺の痛くなくなる不妊の話とに惚れ Why do I do streams so late? Because when it's late at night, that's usually when everyone else starts to go to bed, including my siblings and my cousin. So that way I have little to no interruptions because I don't have to watch my sister. I don't have to worry about being there when my other sister needs me. And my cousin doesn't need my attention because she's usually tired around this time and goes to sleep. That's great. Congratulations, David Yoshida. I'm glad. So it's really the best time for me because I can do a stream with little to no interruptions because mostly everyone's gone to bed and I can also like go to bed right after. I did something fun and I can go to bed in a good mood. Plus, I've always been kind of a night owl, so it just feels natural for me. There are bluebirds in the moonlight. Silly idea, bluebirds in the moonlight. There are night owls in the daylight. Silly idea, night owls in the daylight. Yes, I was singing Daughter of Evil. I actually have that song as my alarm that reminds me to start setting up for my stream. I have a bunch of alarms on my phone. Oops, nope, that's my calendar. Here, let me just read you off my alarms. 8 a.m., 8 a.m., wake up. 8:10 a.m., wake up. 8:15 a.m., wake up. 8:30 a.m., wake up. 8:45 a.m., wake up. 3 p.m., Zyrtec. 4 p.m., Lysine. 5 p.m., clean out email. 5:30 p.m., call somebody. 9 p.m., melatonin. 9:55 p.m., set up stream. 11 p.m., shower. Nolan wants to be like a zoologist or like someone that works with animals because since he has Asperger's syndrome, he has that one thing that he finds particularly interesting and he studies mainly just that. It's what's called a special interest, like how my main special interest is Happy Tree Friends. And when you have Asperger's syndrome, you can easily drop that interest and pick up a new one. But yeah, you can also learn to branch out your interests and have more than one interest at a time. It's hard to get under control, but it is possible. So he studied around the time he was 14, he really picked up an interest in zoology and seemed to not let that go very easily as he would with other interests that he had over the years. So that's why he aspired to become some kind of animal carer, like either a zoologist or a veterinarian or something like that. And even though my fan kid Tammy is not autistic, she does seem to have some traits found in autistic people. like socially awkward, facial expression not necessarily matching what she's really feeling, missing social cues and being an awkward socializer, that kind of stuff, and not really liking being touched except by certain people, because there are some autistic people who do not like being touched and they don't like overwhelming physical attention like really big hugs or being smothered. Like Julia from Sesame Street doesn't like really, really big hugs because she has autism, and Sean Murphy from The Good Doctor doesn't really like to be touched because he has autism, and also because he was abused a lot by his father, so of course he's wary of physical contact either way. Like there was a scene in an episode where he re-diagnosed a condition or a problem that a patient had because he knew that the diagnosis was wrong. Um, and he pretty much just saved her from unnecessary or wrong treatment or something like that. And she's like, "Well, can I give you a hug too, Sean Murphy?" And he was like, "No," because yeah, he doesn't like to be touched or hugged or stuff like that. I've seen him hug someone, or I've seen people like give him physical affection or attention and stuff like that, but for the most part he just feels very uncomfortable with it. It's a sensory thing mostly. Oh, I see. So, point is, Nolan, I'm pretty sure he's in that drawing, he was like a vet or something like that. Actually, there's actually when a child has autism, it's really good to get them a pet because they can connect with animals and it can help them feel comfort, and plus animals like dogs are they I think they can connect with people who have autism easily because dogs also have sensitive hearing and loud noises can affect them too, and they empathize with humans in a way that we humans would also empathize with one another. Like on the 4th of July, we went to my mom's boyfriend's brother's house for 4th of July, and he has a pet dog named Ruger. And Ruger was scared of the fireworks because he was trembling and just not really liking the noise. So I just went inside the house away from the noise because it was bothering me too. And I just helped Ruger calm down from the noise. Yeah, I wish I had a pet right now too, because like I said, when we moved into our new house, our animals had to go to different homes because we couldn't keep pets in this house. Sucks, really. Finished. Good for you, Tina. Good for you. What kind of pets do you have? I need a color for this page that I don't already have out. I just need regular blue so I can color in Splendid's mom. Oops. Oof. You guys want to know a fun fact about Cinderella? Well, actually, in like some of the original tellings of Cinderella, there were different different parts about it that are different from the Disney version. Like the original Grimm's fairy tale version of Cinderella didn't have a fairy godmother. And in the Perrault version of Cinderella, her name was actually Ella. But since when her evil stepfamily moved in, and they abused her and everything, she slept in front of the hearth, and the ashes and cinder from the chimney blew on her while she slept, so she was covered in ashes and cinder, and that's why her stepfamily started calling her Cinderella. Oh, really? I like cats even though they make me not able to breathe. But I can't help it. They're so cute. It's not fair. I should sharpen this. I don't have any brothers, as you guys know. I wanted a brother when I found out my mom was pregnant with Bella. I wanted a brother, but I got a sister who is just as gross and immature as a little brother would be. It's not that she's not nice to me, but holy crap, sometimes she has some of the worst attitude and she argues over the dumbest things. It's like, yeah, let's cry over not being able to eat food in the living room. Hello, mama? Oh, sure. Is she sleeping? Okay. Well, I'm live streaming right now, so it'll have to be a little quick, okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, sounds good. Love you. Mm. All right, my mom's gonna be here in a couple of minutes, and I have to go outside and grab my sister and possibly lay her down. So I'm just gonna head up there right now and go outside and wait for my mama. Okay. Ugh. I'm the oldest of three children. First, there's me, then my sister Bella, and finally my sister Adeline. I'll be right back. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. This hurts. Slip my shoes on. And until I get back, this Mickey Tsum Tsum plushie can keep you guys company. The Tsum Tsum plushie will keep you company. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, my lumbar hurts. I'm so old. alive. We're just gonna go downstairs for a little bit. Just 1 minute, okay? She's sleeping. I assume she is anyway. Whew. 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 Mommy. Yes, I know. You sit there. No. You stay. You stay. You stay. Mommy. You stay. Mommy. Okay. Mommy. I obviously cannot sit. Mommy. Oh, stop it. Mommy. Okay, fine. You want the Care Bear? I'll give you the Care Bear. Hi, guys. I'm not entirely back right now. I just wanted to come down and tell you guys that I'm still alive. I'm still here. And hey, say hi. Say hello. Say hi. Hi. Yeah. Huh? Hey, Bella. Hi. Bella, you want to come say hi too? Hi. Okay, that's enough high time. Okay, Bella, move,
I'll
please.
keep company.
Bella, please get out of my bed. We're gonna go back upstairs now, and we're gonna put you two to sleep.
I'm not tired.
Well, that's not my problem. Actually, technically it is. Come on, kiddos, let's boogie. Fine, I'll put on a movie for you, but only if you stop whining. one with the mummies. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, David Yoshida. I am very sorry that took so long, but I had to try to get my sister to sleep so my mom could have a minute. And then I had to get her a fresh cup of almond milk, and then I had to start a movie for my other sister. You know, just family stuff. Cool. Most people have left now. That's awesome. It's okay. Sister Bosom Bubblegum, what'll I do? Sister Bosom Bubblegum, what'll I do? Sister Bosom Bubblegum, what'll I do? I'll laugh and chuckle and giggle. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. He 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 he. It's fun to laugh together. So, what were you guys doing while I was gone? Probably something more fun than what I was doing. Final Fantasy X, huh? I've never played a Final Fantasy game, but I know that the Final Fantasy series is like really popular and everything. It's like an anime game. Is it fun? That's good. That's good. I'm glad it's fun. I don't need this color anymore. Where's my colored pencil bag? Oh, here it is. Like I said, I'm really sorry that took so long. I didn't intend for it to take that long. I was just hoping this was one of those times where my baby sister would instantly go to sleep and I wouldn't have to worry about mom coming in and taking over. But my mom, when she called me on the phone before I left, she said that she had been carrying Adeline around for Yeah, Bella? Pretty sure mom's telling you to do that. Just do it really fast so you can get it over with. Bella's throwing a tantrum now. I don't know if you guys can hear her, but she's whining and stomping upstairs. probably for the best that you don't hear it. It's super not fun to listen to or watch. It's not that I'm shaming my sister. It's not that I enjoy shaming my sister for throwing tantrums, but sometimes I just can't help but feel like, ugh, can you just grow up already? Oh, really? I don't know that. I don't know that one. I know a few classic YouTube videos. When I started getting into YouTube, I would mostly watch like SpongeBob edits. Like, what? Okay, I'm coming. Hang on. I gotta do one last thing. I'll be right back down. This was not gonna take as long, I promise. I've gotta go upstairs and close the last curtain. My sister is supposed to do that, but she is scared of the dark. And I don't blame her, but still. Ow, ow. What's not even the show? Pretty sure if her dad asked her to do that, she would do it carefully. But no, just because it's me, just because I asked her nicely to do something, because I'm not going to do all her work for her, she's just like, ugh, Isabella is such a brat. I went up there to close the curtain for her because she's afraid to see the dark out there, and it wasn't even open that much. Yes, it was open to the point where it needed to be shut, but it's not even open to the point where the darkness is just gaping at you. It wasn't even that big of a deal. And to top it off, she told me to move the folded washcloths for her, and I told her, like, I was very nice. I went up there even though I literally just got back down here to I went up there to close that fucking curtain even though I just came back down here. I did it because I was nice, but then I told her that she could very nicely pick up the cloths and put them and move them out of the way because that's what she asked me to do. But no, she decided to ignore me and she picked them up and just carelessly threw them over there. She did it on freaking purpose. She did it on purpose just because I told her to do something. I closed that damn curtain for her. She could move those washcloths. She's such an ungrateful fucking brat. Ugh, I want to strangle her. I want to do it. I want to smack her in the face and tell her that she does not get to treat me the way that she treats me most of the time. But I'm better than her, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to prove that I'm the bigger person and not do that. But seriously, she is such a fucking brat sometimes. Not just sometimes. Most of the time, she's not grateful for anything. She doesn't think she has to do any work. She's been pampered her whole life, and she thinks that just because she's been pampered, she doesn't have to do anything. Oh, she gets enough attention. She gets enough attention. She's not doing it for attention. She's doing it because she legitimately doesn't think that she's doing anything wrong. She does it because it's the only thing that she knows how to do. She's doing it because she has not been told no enough in her life. She's doing it because she's been treated like a spoiled little princess her entire life, and nobody has told her no enough. And she's still in the mindset where she thinks she can just disrespect people like that. It's, ugh. I want to freaking yell at her. I want to tell her how I feel, but she's not going to understand. She's just going to act like, I don't get it, or you're being mean to me, or stop yelling at me, or you're being a bully. Oh, my mom has spanked her at least once. I didn't see it, but she told me about how she spanked her once. I don't remember what the circumstances were, but I do remember my mom telling me one time she had spanked her. And Bella looked at her like she did not know what to say. And of course, she started crying. I wasn't there, but Mom told me, of course. So it's like, ugh. It's like not even the punishments are enough. Nothing freaking scares her. Little to nothing scares her. She just whines and cries and throws tantrums all the fucking time. Almost all the time. And she did that on purpose. She knows how to very nicely treat things. I bet if her dad told her to nicely move them because he wasn't going to do it for her, she wasn't going to. So she gets enough attention. She doesn't do it for attention. She's doing it because she knows it pisses me off. She's doing it for a reaction. Who's Joe Frost? Trying to calm down. Oh, I think I've heard of that. She was also being disrespectful this morning, not just to me, but also to the baby and to Mickey, because for one thing, we were at her dad's house and we were sleeping in the camper because that's at her dad's house, and also her dad's house is a complete mess right now because he's remodeling it so he can sell it. And what is it? So we were sleeping and doing pretty much everything in the camper. So uh well, what is it? We were packing up our stuff from the camper so we could go home. And Bella asked me, practically begged me to help her pack her stuff and clean her side of the room, because in the back of our camper there's four bunk beds. There's one on each side, and each of the bunk beds, it has two beds. So I was helping her, which mostly meant me doing most of the work. I was doing pretty much all the work while she was fluttering off who knows where. And she when I was doing what she asked, I wasn't doing specifically what she wanted. She was throwing a fit and whining because apparently I wasn't helping her. From what I understand, I wasn't helping the correct way, and I'm just like, well, if you want this done a certain way, then don't treat me this way and just do it yourself. If you don't want me to do it this way, then why don't you just do it yourself? Because I'm literally doing this all because you asked me to, and all because I'm nice. And I knew you weren't going to be able to do it on your own, but like, come on. If you don't actually want my help, then just say so and stop treating me that way. And then she was disrespectful to the baby because the baby needed a diaper change, so she smelled bad, and she was just repeatedly pushing and shoving Adeline out of the back room where the bunk beds are because she didn't want to smell her. I can understand why, but like, she doesn't have to be so rude. I mean, Adeline doesn't understand that. She's just a baby. Well, of course she is. Of course she does. Like I said, she has not been told no enough in her life. She's gone through a lot of traumatizing things, and everyone in this family has spoiled her so much, and she just doesn't know what else to expect. She's just getting used to the fact that she has to do actual work, and she's not going to be treated like a princess or like a child her entire life. And she's also still getting used to the fact that she is not the baby of the family anymore. Because now we have Adeline, so she's not the baby anymore. And she doesn't understand that. She understands it in theory, but on the outside she can say, I know, but on the inside she still thinks that she should get all the attention and all the love and all the fun and all the toys and all the attention. So she's still having trouble with that. She's having trouble adapting to the fact that people aren't going to do her work for you. She's having trouble adapting to the fact that she's not the boss of anyone, and she's having trouble adapting to the fact that she's not the baby anymore. That I know why she's doing it, and I understand everything why, but that doesn't make her behavior justified. It explains it, just doesn't justify it. And to top it off, she thinks that me and Mickey both hate her, and we don't hate her. And we're not trying to treat her like we hate her. In fact, we are trying not to pick at her for every little thing anymore like we were doing much recently. But like, it's really hard not to when literally everything she's doing is either purposefully pissing us off, or she's doing this thing where, or she knows she's going to get away with something as long as she whines and cries enough. It's hard for us not to when literally everything she's doing is pissing us off. It's like she whines about everything. She throws tantrums when she doesn't get her way, and when we tell her no to literally anything, she acts like the world is ending. So we don't hate her. We're just not putting up with her tantrums. There's only so long that you can put up with someone's tantrums. I have little to no tolerance for children that throw temper tantrums over everything. Okay. All done with this page. Yeah, all we can do is hope she grows out of it and hope we can guide her in the right direction and she'll listen to us. I want to do some drawing right now. I don't want to color anymore. I want to do some like actual drawings. I'm sorry I went into such a long, angry rant about my sister throwing tantrums. But it just feels like I have little to nobody to rant about it to. Like I have to rant about it to somebody. I just want to get it out, and I want to get it out to people who aren't going to judge me or interrupt me or tell me that I'm in the wrong. It's not that I don't think I'm doing anything wrong, but right now she is the one in the wrong because she can do something respectfully and nicely if she wanted to. But since I told her to do something, she's like, nope, I'm not going to be respectful. I'm just going to play dumb and show her that I'm dumb and I can't do anything for myself just so she'll do this for me. And then she acts innocent, like, I don't know, or I didn't know, I'm sorry. I'm just starting to be able to figure out when she's playing dumb. Alright, what should I draw? What should I draw? You guys got any suggestions for what I should draw? Yeah, but it seems to me like whenever I try to vent my anger, I end up either seeming like I'm throwing a tantrum or I'm being ungrateful or anything like that. Whenever I vent my anger, or people are telling me to calm down or to not yell or anything, or I know it's not true, but sometimes I feel like I'm being told to always keep my anger inside and not let it out. I guess what they're meaning to say is don't take it out on other people. But most of the time, I'm not taking it out on other people. I'm just ranting and venting about how I feel. Hmm. Flaky or splendid? Okay. I'll draw Flaky first. What should she be doing? Want her to be doing something. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Oh, phone brightness went down. I mean, of course it did. I made it so. My aunt just got a new kitty. Look at the little kitty. Oh, it's so cute. I want to hold it. I want to go over to her house and see it really soon. I want to see it while it's still small. Do you have a little kitty? Is he very, very pretty? Does he scratch up all his toys? Does he make a lot of noise? Is he very, very fluffy like your very favorite stuffy? Do you have a little kitty? Is he very, very pretty? Does he scratch up all his toys? Does he make a lot of noise? Is he very, very fluffy like your very favorite stuffy? I'll just start sketching and see what comes to mind. All right, got a good basic shape for the head. Now let's start sketching the shape of the face. Ooh, I'll do Flaky when she's a little kid. That'll be fun. Do you have a little kitty? Is he very, very pretty? Does he scratch up all his toys? Does he make a lot of noise? Is he very, very fluffy like your very favorite stuffy? Do you have a little kitty? I want to binge watch She-Ra again for like the third time, but I'm probably just going to wait until I have a moment alone with my cousin Mickey because I made her promise that if I finish binge watching what is it? Oh, Seven Deadly Sins, that she'd sit down and binge watch She-Ra and the Princesses of Power with me. Okay, thank you. I appreciate those words. Does anyone here watch She-Ra and the Princesses of Power? It's a Netflix original, so like I said, if you have Netflix, you can watch it. Why do I keep messing this up? I don't want her quills to seem all big and crap. My favorite She-Ra character is Entrapta. She's a princess and she's super smart. She's really tech smart, I mean. She's a very interesting character because, for one thing, something that I really like about her is that she admits that she's not good with people because most of her life has been spent around robots and stuff like that. So she says, I'm not good at people, I'm good at tech. But you can tell that even though she's not good with people, she still cares about people. And a lot of people, especially the princesses, think that she doesn't think about her actions or the consequences that follow. And while they are right on many levels, um, not Glimmer, sorry, Entrapta is not heartless. It's true that for a while she does become part of the Horde, which are the evil guys, mostly because Catra manipulates her into thinking that they abandoned her, which they didn't. They just thought that she was dead. But because she has little people skills, she's very prone to manipulation. Um, but basically, she is part of the bad guy side, even though she's not malicious at all. She just mostly he stays with them because, for one thing, she thinks that they treat her like a real friend because, again, Catra manipulated her into thinking that she was abandoned, but also because they have better First One's tech for her to work with because, like I said, she really likes tech and she's not so very good with people. I don't know. I think this looks dumb. I'm gonna fix it. Um, which is very relatable because, people like me, I'm not good with people. I'm good with pretty much anything that's not people. And even though she does rejoin the Princess Rebellion, a lot of the other princesses still have issues trusting her because for quite a while she was with the Horde and she did do some bad things, even though she wasn't thinking about how bad it actually was. She was just thinking about furthering her research and learning more about the First Ones and how to utilize their tech. Relatable. I would say this is probably her when she's like 3 or 4, probably 4. She looks very different. Oopsies. Another one of my favorite She-Ra characters is Scorpia, and Scorpia is another technically she was a villain who worked for the Horde. Technically she pretty much was part of the Horde her whole life because well, long story short, when Hordak came, her family surrendered their runestone, the Black Garnet, and they also let Hordak have her because Scorpia is a princess. So basically, they traded their princess to become so she became a warrior. It's a complicated story. You'd have to watch the show to really understand. But basically, I like Scorpia because even though she's a villain, she's not at all malicious. She's a really, really big sweetheart. She describes herself as, I think, strong, loyal, and gives great hugs. And she does. I mean, I've never gotten a hug from her personally because, she's a fictional character, but I bet she would give great hugs. Um, and Scorpia does become one of the good guys because I think it's in like either season 3 or season 4, probably season 4, most likely season 4. I think it was because the reason why is because Scorpia really liked Catra and wanted to be friends with her, and it was even hinted that she had a crush on Catra because of the way that she interacted with her. But even when Catra had showed signs of not really caring about Scorpia or even seeing her as that way or treating her with much respect, Scorpia still stayed with the Horde and especially with Catra and tried to defend her reasoning for doing a lot of the things that she did, like even when she betrayed Entrapta, who Scorpia eventually came to realize was the only real friend that she ever had. But eventually Scorpia left the Horde and left Catra because the final things that Catra said to her before the end was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so useless." But of course, "You're always so useless, Scorpia." And the last thing that Scorpia said to Catra before the end was, "You're a bad friend," because it's true. And even when Catra treated her that way, after she realized that Scorpia had left the Horde and left her, it started to sink into her that this was for real. Scorpia was not coming back, and this broke her because she never actually realized just how much she would actually want and need Scorpia around. Because Catra acts like a big bully, and for the most part, she pretty much was and kind of still is, but it's mostly just like teasing for fun or whatever. But she never actually realized how much she would miss Scorpia and how much she would actually need her around. Because Catra has a whole bunch of abandonment issues. Because for one thing, she's an orphan. Her whole life she was pretty much raised in the Horde, and her only friend was Adora. I mean, it's stated that everyone else was her friends at one point too, but for the most part, Adora was her only friend, the only one she could ever really trust. And Catra was never really treated right by anyone else. Adora was the only one who was ever nice to Catra and treated her like an equal and like a friend. But, which made it all the more heartbreaking when Adora left the Horde because she was finally seeing what the Horde was doing to Etheria and how they were really the bad guys. And Catra could see that all along, but she didn't care because she said, "It doesn't matter what they're doing because you and I look out for each other." So that was the only thing that mattered to Catra. She didn't care at all about what the Horde was doing because the Horde was her home. It was the only thing she had ever known. But the only thing that mattered to her was her relationship with Adora, because, like I said, Adora was the only one who treated Catra like a friend, even when Catra was mean to her sometimes. And Catra had a really big temper on her even when she was a kid, because she would frequently get into fights with other Horde members and she would constantly call them names, and she had temperament issues. She was one of those kids who was always getting into trouble and had serious emotional issues. So the fact that even though Scorpia treats other people badly, that she still wants them around, because that's pretty much how abandonment issues work. You constantly treat people bad, but the moment that they actually leave you, you don't know how to handle it, and you're still not necessarily taking responsibility, which is what the character Double Trouble pretty much said to her in this one scene. Double Trouble is a shapeshifter, by the way. They basically were allied with the Horde for a while. It's complicated why, so like I said, you'll have to watch the show if you want to understand what I'm talking about fully, but Double Trouble basically said that they finally figured out Catra's character. Basically, they put it as she tried so hard to be the big bad villain, but her heart was never in it. Because people betrayed her and left her and didn't need her. And then they said, but do you ever stop to think that maybe they're not the problem? And then they shapeshifted into Scorpia and said, it's you. You drive everyone away, Wildcat. Because that's what Scorpia always used to call Catra. She used to call Catra her Wildcat. I mean, that scene really hit me hard for many reasons. Because first of all, Catra was trying so hard to be the big bad villain, because when Adora left the Horde, it crushed her inside. And for the most part, even though Adora was her only friend and she had a crush on her that developed over time, she still felt belittled and jealous of Adora, because Adora was always the one who was treated like the golden child by Shadow Weaver. She was always getting approval and attention with everything she did, but Catra was always the underappreciated child to Shadow Weaver, and it made her feel jealous of Adora, even though still Adora was Catra's only friend. So it was a mixed relationship, but still, despite the mixed feelings, the only one Catra could really trust was Adora. So after Adora left and joined the rebellion, she tried extra hard to not only crush the rebellion, to get Hordak and Shadow Weaver's approval, because she needed the approval, because she had never had approval her entire life, and it made her feel bad, which is why she also had a lot of jealousy and abandonment issues, because she had very little people who cared about her and very little approval from anywhere. So that's why she was just so desperate for it throughout the entire show. And also, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So Catra really did try so hard to be the big bad villain, but with more and more winning, when the Horde kept claiming more and more territory, it never truly made her happy, because Catra was just so mentally unstable, because she had abandonment issues and just a bunch of mental issues to begin with. So it's just so sad to see that scene play out the way it did. It's not that she didn't deserve to hear it, but it was still heartbreaking to have all her flaws pointed out to her so bluntly. She needed it and she deserved it, but it was still heartbreaking, because Catra was trying so hard to be the villain, and she took pleasure in all of it, and it seemed like she took pleasure in it, but for mostly she was doing it for approval and to make Adora feel bad, because that's how Adora made her feel. She wanted Adora to hurt just as much as she was, because she viewed it as Adora's fault. Which it kind of was, but at the same time, Catra didn't really try to understand Adora's side either, because she didn't really try to understand how Adora felt after she found out the Horde were really the evil ones. So, yeah, that's why that scene crushed me in a lot of ways. She deserved it 100%, but it was still heartbreaking. And it was also true because even though not there were some things that weren't Katra's fault and you could understand a lot of the reasons why she felt and did a lot of things, um she she still had this problem where all she did was blame everyone else around her for pretty much everything. She blamed everyone around her for making her the way she was, even though Katra had opportunities to be a good person, but she just chose to keep playing the villain. So Double Trouble was right to tell her that she was just blaming everyone around her. She was just blaming everyone except herself for all the problems she had in her life. Yes, it was not her fault that none of her parental figures really approved of anything she did. And no, it was not her fault that she had abandonment issues, but at the same time, she didn't really try to do herself any favors or help herself because she just continuously kept pushing everyone away. And I know she just expected Scorpia to stay despite how badly she treated her because she always did. But when it finally came down to it that Scorpia was not going to stay anymore, it really broke her inside. Yeah, it was a wake up call because that was pretty much the start of her redemption arc. It was a wake up call. It broke her heart and made her feel scared and trapped and just awful because she did do a lot of bad things, but it was out of a lot of serious mental issues. I'm not saying that justifies it, but still. That's why it was so heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking because not only did she deserve it, but the fact that it was absolutely true. It's like that scene in the Lego movie when Emmett finally realizes how unspecial he was, how not unique he was when everyone said, "We all have something that makes us something," and Emmett is nothing. All he does is say yes to everything everyone else is doing. He's not really all that special. He doesn't have anything about him that makes him unique. He was just so good at fitting in that he never stood out from the crowd. All he did was he did everything that everyone else was doing, but he didn't have anything else that made him unique from anyone. So yeah, it's pretty much like that. Even though Emmett was at the time a much more likable guy than Katra. I also like how even through everything that Katra tried to put Adora through, after everything that Katra tried to do to Adora when she was still a villain, Adora still never hated her. I mean, sure, she disliked how Katra was behaving, and sure, she definitely was not going to let Katra win, but Adora said in season 5 that she never hated Katra, even despite everything that they both went through on opposite sides. She still never hated Katra. She still tried to help Katra and tried to get her over on the other side. I mean, eventually, yeah, she gave up and stopped trying and whatever, but she still never hated Katra. And it's good to not hate people. You can dislike them and even not like that they're being evil, and you don't have to let them get away with whatever they're doing. But it's still good that you don't hold any hatred in your heart because that kind of hatred can control you and it poisons you. Hatred is a poison, and once it infects you, it's very hard to get rid of. All right, it's past midnight, so I'm gonna end the stream right now. Sorry that there was that big in between part where I was upstairs for a long time. I'm sorry, but I'll show you what I have so far. This is what I have so far of young Flaky. What did you say? Could you remind me really quick? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, okay. I remember now. Thank you. All right. Bye bye and good night.